1 for 1.
That's
You want to go
not
for more?
bad.
No.
No,
Save it for halftime.
Yeah, I want energy here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I feel that the other two, you know,
get on the edge of my seat here.
Henry and Alex were a little bit flat. I don't think they were bringing exactly what I wanted to the broadcast. So if you guys could give me a little bit more than them. mousesports now hoping to get more than, what was it, 5 rounds? 4 rounds?
Total.
It was 5, and it was 5, right?
In 2
5
maps.
in total, yeah.
Okay, so hoping to get more than 5 in 1 map here. And MIBR, obviously, for those of you joining us, Mayan, the most recent addition from Argentina. He was playing for Sharks previously, just been picked up. Bit of a fragger. If they can integrate him and get the best out of KNG, MIBR might find themselves back on the right track.
I think Maynard did pretty well for himself in the first series that MIBR played. Like, obviously, when they played Vertigo, it didn't go 100% according to plan, so it didn't do as much. But overall, pretty decent debut for him. It doesn't seem scared, at least, to take his own chances and basically go for the peaks he probably normally would in Sharks as well when he had, I would assume, a bit more of a prominent role.
Chad, you're someone that gets to listen to the team speaks and comms quite often. Do you think mousesports is tilted right now?
No, I'm going to be honest. I think they're just going to have a bit of fun. I think that they'll brush that off pretty quickly. I don't know if they'll bounce back from it, but I think that in the camp they'll keep that attitude pretty light. I think that this is... I would say Woxic is the most fiery member of their team in terms of tilt, like at least vocal tilt. Like Rops and Frozen to me seem like the type of guys who would internalize tilt.
Just get quiet.
Get real passive-aggressive.
Yeah. Or just angry at themselves, you know. Like that's what JKS used to be like. I assume like Skadoodle probably used to be the same, right? Just used to just fucking not say anything.
Yeah, just stew. Just let it
simmer.
Build. Let it simmer for about a full map.
And then
that's when you overcook it and everything goes.
Isn't it insane though with him? Like the whole conversation with them after they won that major was Skadoodle went into that final and decided that he wanted to take initiative. Like isn't that insane? That was like the switch in his head. It went, oh, I'm going to be an AWPer who's going to take initiative in the game, and then they end up winning. It's fucking insane.
He did sometimes do that though. Even when I was in game leading, I don't believe that whole narrative that he only did it at the major. I think he probably did a little bit before that. But I was also really surprised when we did that like major qualifier with OGC.
Yeah.
Just like to mess around. Tyler was really, really assertive with his comms and just what he was doing as far as like, I'm going to flash for you. This is what I'm going to do. Like a lot of like mid-gamey calls that he probably wouldn't have made back when I played with him. Yeah. So like he grew a lot as a player. Over that time span.
Do you think there's like a special reason for why that? Like, is this something that like kind of like a bulb that went on inside of his head that's just like, oh, I kind of need to do this more often, or? I
don't know. Maybe he just felt a lot more comfortable with his teammates, you know, over time.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's always like a bit of a adjustment period for players to feel, I guess, or have the confidence to kind of be yourself from.
Yeah.
Well, that was after he won a major, right? So, like, your confidence should probably be through.
Yeah.
Like,
if it's not there at that point, then it's never coming in.
Yeah. The way that Trace would always explain, like, Skadoodle to me was, like, he's like the kind of guy, like, once he, you know, winning the major, he's, like, kind of completed the game. Like, you know, he's like, done now. Yeah. I don't have to play anymore. I've kind of, like, finished the game at this point. This is as you can see, bottom left of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is a technical pause. Hopefully we get this one fixed momentarily. From what we can see right now, everybody's in the server. So not sure where this technical issue is coming through. Probably on the MIBR camp because they've just set up. So just a few teething issues to get through here, and then hopefully we get this one going. Well, my assumptions are correct. So it feels like I've been doing this
for a while.
Long enough. Probably as well, if it's not a PC issue, I'd say it's some TeamSpeak or headset issue, some microphone nonsense. Ooh. There we go. And there it is. Chad's 2 for 2.
Woo. Okay, this is a
go.
So look at NATO's keyboard. He's got the armrest thingy.
Not a fan of that.
Alige has the little squidgy thing. You know that?
Oh, the silicon thing?
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? But he's all about posture and shit.
Because this is the first thing I throw out.
Yeah, me too.
I actively look for keyboards that don't have that thing on it.
And if it has it on it, I look for a way to remove it.
Exactly.
Even if it breaks the keyboard, I will remove that thing.
So I don't understand how that's comfortable. I think, it's got to be him and Alige, the only ones I've ever seen. Also, it, like, messes up with your, like, okay, so this might be a thing of the past.
Keyboard, right?
Yeah, like, this might be a thing of the past, right? But you didn't always have great table space at tournaments.
Sure.
Like, if you have one of these things, it's like hanging halfway off the table.
That's true.
That seems like a nightmare.
thing is, like, people really don't remember. Like, they just think I'm some old man, like, standing on a fucking porch yelling at clouds, right? But when I come in, I say the first tournament that ever gave us prac rooms was E-League. And those prac rooms were only open for several hours a day, and you had to leave the hotel and go to the venue to use them. Now players have, like, this event's a little bit different, but a lot of the tournaments that they're going to now, they have prac rooms in the fucking hotel. They could be fragging all day long. Like, there is no excuse. I think you were talking about this on broadcast recently, Sean, right? About them not to be practicing?
Yeah, I really wish you didn't give me...
Get stuck in on.
You know, I was going to make some comment about you being a boomer, but since you literally...
Do it.
Now I have to say it. Yes, I agree completely. I have to be the old man yelling on the porch with you. You have so much opportunity to practice at these tournaments. The practice rooms... I don't know.
Like everything sorted for you, right? Like you have catering at the hotel... Or, you know, you have food options and everything.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about, like, finding food on the days of the matches.
Yeah. Some of these TOs, right, have a player manager almost, like, per team, right? So, like, anything they want, they can message a player manager any time of the day.
Yeah.
And they can, you know, get answers on anything that they need.
What a round for Chris.
Catastrophic round right there for MIBR. Do you think they're fixed with the new pickup?
No, it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take a decent period of time for them to work. I don't know, like in terms of having potential going forward. There's always potential with this roster, right? But I think we were having the conversation during the last game I was doing yesterday, where it was like, this is the last team, or maybe it was even this morning. This is the last team, or the only team at the moment. Remember how with NIP they clung to their core, VP they clung to their core. You know, teams like who were good at once upon a time clinging to their core, and then it just doesn't pan on out.
Fades.
Yeah, do you have to like completely strip that core back, maybe keep just one key piece and build around, or like how do you move forward? You know.
So now the fun part is though, you talk about like clinging to your cores, and then you look at Fnatic. Because they just took like an extended break from each other, I guess.
Theirs was kind of weird. It was like you win IEM Katowice.
So weird.
Yeah.
And then you just are like...
WESG as well.
Yeah. Oh, and it's like, oh, well, I guess we'll bring in Exist. Like, bring in a secondary in-game leader. We're like, what the fuck's going on there?
So bad during that time frame, too. Remember, like, during the Face It Major, we were watching them, and just like, this is the worst version of Fnatic I've seen in so long. Like, what happened?
Uninspired shit.
And they're just such a different team now.
Yeah, I think, like, obviously that mix of Flusher, JW, and Crims, we all know how potent that is. And people maybe didn't realize because Crims came with Olaf from LGB, right? Like, those guys came across together. So people may have considered them to be a bit of a duo, just based off of, like, the fact that they were playing together. But personality-wise, at least from my understanding, it was JW, Flusher, and Crims always got it together. Like, they were, like, they had their, like, own kind of eclectic humor or whatever the fuck they were doing, right? They were those boys. They were always friends. And then... I guess it was leaving Olaf on that, like with Dennis more so, right?
Yeah. Well, even before that, when you had Pronax in the team, right?
Yeah.
I think Pronax even talked about that. Like, they might have gelled on the server, but outside there wasn't necessarily like that much of synergy. But they obviously winning cures all ails.
Yeah, I know. Like in the very, very early days, I had like an opportunity to hang out a lot with the Fnatic guys when they won that first major, like around like before that event and then after that event.
Yeah.
And it felt like the friends were like the way it was like JW, Schneider, and Flusher were friends.
Yeah.
And then you had like, I'm not saying these guys didn't get along or anything. I just meant like the way that they hung out. And then it was Devil Walk and Pronax. You know, they were always bouncing a lot of shit off of each other.
Yeah, I think it makes sense as well, like considering like where they came from, because if I'm not mistaken, Schneider, Flusha, and JW played 1.6 together as well in HGH.
Well, that's right. In the early days, they were playing with Stinger, the Norwegian player, right?
Wait, who? No.
Those three. Weren't those three playing with like Stinger online? They had someone else in the team. This was like very early days when they beat VP on like it wasn't VP.
They had a couple of iterations. Like you had the most potent lineup that they made up. Like that was like Olafmeister, Dennis, PRB, Stinger, and I think Eastbjorn was in there at one point. Like they had a couple of like rotating players, etc. But there was a lot of like mixes, I guess, of lineups between Stinger, PRB, Olafmeister, and Dennis, at least at the start.
I just remember like Pasha like tweeting at them like, if you cheat, I'll come and find you and like break your fingers.
Oh
or
yeah,
some shit.
That was not with Stinger and PRB, etc. That was the full Swedish.
That was JW, right?
Yeah. That was JW. Yeah. What were they named at the time? That was before Epsilon, I think.
I want to find.
I think it was it not Epsilon?
Could have been.
I think
Epsilon.
it was right before they joined Epsilon. The name they had before it, but I can't remember what that is right off the top of my head. But it was that lineup.
Yeah.
That was with Schneider. That was
like
the one
2013, right?
Yeah, 13.
It's like ESL A series. This can't be the game.
Trace is delivering me my
There
child.
was a team that was Snyder, Flusher, JW, Devilwalk, and Berg.
Hello?
Hey, Trace.
And Berg?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, B-E-R-G.
Yeah, and I remember Berg. He was the one who played in Lemon Dogs and Bugget with Twists and
Lemon
Zype.
Dogs.
And Zype and Zype.
We're really going back, Trace.
Yeah, I see that, or I hear that, rather.
We're rolling back the years.
That was
Lemon Dogs, Bibby, all that.
Way back when.
I want to see if I can find this result. But this has been a bit of a force
Probably
by affair.
EMS raid call. Look at that.
Raid call.
The back and forths we go.
Nobody has money anymore. This might be the one where mousesports kind of gets an upper hand, at least for an extended period of time. Yeah. War of attrition is over, and mousesports finally going to grab a lead and should be able to pick up another one as well, because I don't really see any reason for MIBR to force up on this one.
Why the fuck not? That's the real question.
I wish we had more nicknames in Pro CS.
For what?
Do you mean for
Just
players?
the players.
Yeah, I'm trying to add them out
Or
there. I
like
was
the
trying to
chosen
have,
one and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to have...
You got the Undertaker.
That's true. Simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
We
game
had,
that
like,
had that?
Cajun was the cleaner.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the best game of all time to do that stuff in, or the community that was best at picking nicknames for each other, were the StarCraft Brood War community. Like literally every player there had like some sort of like thing to their play that allowed them to be, or that gave them a nickname that kind of stuck with them throughout their entire careers. It's pretty dope.
I think like on the side of like mousesports, it's a bit hard, right? Like no one's name you can really do anything crazy with.
From the side of mousesports?
Yeah, like I'm just looking there. I don't think there's anything you can do there.
Well, does it have to be like a
Well,
play on the
it
nickname?
doesn't have to be, but
There's certainly something...
The photographer out here fucking getting headshots.
Jesus.
All right. Yeah, man.
That one could work. It's got legs.
I kind of like the Great Dane for Kerrigan simply because like he's the sole Dane.
He's
And
been
keeps-
doing it the longest over the most games.
He keeps bringing teams to the top.
There's something to be said about NATO suffix, though. Like, you could probably shorten that to just NATO and get some really
Go ahead, Trace.
vile
Run with
nickname
it.
in there. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's good.
Nice little Glock dink. You love to feel him. You love to see him. And you love to go down. Clean sweep for Malzaruni. Bouncing back. They've almost got as many rounds as they did over the last two if they pick up this next one. So Chris J off to a flyer. 10 to him.
Yeah.
8 for Rops.
And Betway.
Frozen pretty much saw
Yeah,
people in
those
the pistol round.
odds
That was it.
started in favor of MIBR, and they've already, the live odds, this is like,
It's
already
already
swung back towards the Mouse.
Had to be quick on it.
What was the best 1.6 movie you guys remember? Your favorite?
Like this, the first one I can't recall the actual favorite because
Ruination.
Yeah,
I think
Ruination's
Ruination has to be up there. I went the original NOA movie.
The Redemption
Yeah.
movie by Complexity was pretty touching, not going to lie.
Yeah.
My favorite's the Eolithic movie.
The other thing is
Oh.
in my top 3 as well. But
Ecolithic
then again,
movie?
I'm
There's a bunch of eco frags
Hey,
running
man,
through
it was
column
the
mid.
story. I just remember the story, you know? I was all into that.
Yeah.
And the
cry?
names.
I'm super
Oh, yeah, I
biased
was
about
crying,
that. But yeah.
man.
Teared
I was
up.
so fucking tearing up and shit.
Zach Nafine made a lot of good frag movies actually way back when. Guy who made the Eolithic movie as well.
What's another one?
I think the
Annihilation 2.
music choices
I think
in Eolithic
Oh,
was
yeah.
so good.
Well, it used to be that way with all frag movies, right? Before we
Before
started getting this
copyright
like, demonetization,
bullshit.
Yeah.
DMCA nonsense.
I really like Garrett's movies, GRTs. I
Oh.
like the soundtracks of those.
The
I
Bears
liked
movie was pretty banging.
I liked Elude's movies.
Eludes?
Tech Elude.
Oh.
Elude.
There's a lot of like really badass movies that have I guess gone in the archives.
Info play.
It's like the second round, Chris J.
Actually, I liked an MIBR movie back in the day. I don't remember the full name of it though.
Oh, Clutch 2. I fucking love Clutch 2. That movie's great.
Oh, do you guys remember the bomb site movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
those
with
are-
the cheetahs.
Yeah,
They were so
and the
bonkers.
Weeby music.
Oh man, that was
Damn. See ya, dude.
That was man.
well, he's gone now.
Oh, look at this from Frozen, man. Posted up here with the SG. You fucking loving your life right now. You're licking your lips. You're going, come on.
Taco's not coming out those apps.
Come on.
And if he is, he ain't going
Well,
far.
first gonna be like, well, you got full HP, man. Spring out.
No
Ooh.
time. They got to do something.
Frozen actually just
Left the
dipped out
plan,
at the wrong
left the
time.
plan open. There
Oh,
we go.
it's gone.
And that's the bomb.
NATO pistoling a bad nuke down on their heads here for MIBR. There we go.
What's your favorite CSGO movies? or like frag movie.
I don't watch CS:GO movies.
Yeah,
See, that's
I
the
don't
thing.
really watch it either.
I found myself not watching frag movies in CS:GO.
HTV.org ruined it.
How so?
Because they just put up like all the clips, all the
frag
time,
highlights?
So I just go watch the highlight. Like, people, VS still does post like event movies, but I guess because I was at the event, I've already seen all the frags. So I'm like, oh, this is
There's
shit.
no surprises anymore.
Oh, here we go. This is a fast play onto A. Rops and Chris J crossfiring right now. Are they going to get overwhelmed?
Isn't there meant to be? Well, okay, maybe not. There's
So
not
they
meant to be a
wanted to
smoke
fight.
there?
They
Yeah.
wanted to fight Connector.
But where did they go from there? I guess they actually, yeah, they do actually get the bomb plant down. So now they got tons of bodies.
This is
to
very
throw at it.
winnable. There's a lot of utility though. They can't all be at Tetris.
This is weird though. So they grab connector control, plant for connector, and then bail out of it.
Oh dear.
Oh
KNG is
my.
in a rough spot.
They need
They
to.
have no one connected.
Oh! Oh, they're saving now. That's it.
Wow.
Carrigan's saving.
Oh,
Jeez.
Chris J.
That doesn't
didn't
help,
want to
does
save.
it? Wreck.
This became very dicey real
Carrigan.
quick.
Is he going to live there?
Bomb, yes, but players, maybe not. Should be fine from the explosion.
Where's Kenny? Kenny told me he was going to come on the couch.
I could go hunt him down.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
and bring Jax as well if he's around.
Just grab the whole crew.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
Let's see what I can do.
Oh, they're over there playing Smash. I see them.
Fucking
Oh,
hell, those
God.
dirty rat bastards.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind speaking to Jax. You know, see how this whole English level's going.
How's it coming along?
Yeah.
Oh, shifty players. Can never trust them.
So, Chad, are you nervous at all about your bet?
No,
the international
not
team
even a
bet
little bit.
with mousesports.
Not even
Yeah.
the smallest little.
I was so surprised by the fact that you managed to goat both Pimp and Striker into this.
Well, the thing is, I had like I gave like harsher restrictions in the beginning, but they were both like being girls' blouses, right? So I had to change it so it was a little bit looser for them. I gave them like a longer time
You
frame.
gave them 5 years. I guess that's
a
the
long
only.
time, right?
I was about to say that's the only thing that
Really,
worries me because
really long time.
I don't know if people are gonna remember this in 5 years' time.
The thing is, like, Prof will continue to they'll continue to reference it, right? Which is
Yeah.
fine. But the reason that I'm not sold on it being mousesports staying within the top 5, right, for 5 years or whatever it is, I forget what it is, or for 6 months, sorry.
6 months over within
is-
the 5 years.
Yeah, is because I think that the good, like the good teams like EG, Liquid, that kind of stuff right now, they are at some of their lowest points in terms of like where they've been at mentally, where they've been at like prep wise and shit.
Yep.
I think they're going to like bounce back and course correct next year. Fnatic is still rising. We're seeing really good things out of Astralis. And then I think like Na'Vi, when they eventually get their shit together, which unfortunately will probably be when they cut Guardian and they get like just another kid in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, do
X-Power?
you think? So okay, so the rumor I heard was that some
X-Power. Just saying.
Z-Power would be wild, but
X-
Just saying,
Power.
fellas, don't want to be the guy with the brains here, but
well,
there you go.
the rumors around before they picked up Guardian was that Sumdai Young was meant to join that team.
Don't do it. Yeah, but here's the thing. Keep Simple off the AWP. Like, let him secondary AWP. Let him pick it up whenever the fuck he wants. Get him an AWPer. Like,
What? Do you need an AWPer though?
you don't
I
need
don't
an
think you need
AWPer.
one.
Yeah, you could be like Liquid, just Eastern European.
But I would prefer if they had one, because what's going to happen is Simple will just default to that if they don't.
Well, I see, but that's kind of like him being like, well, I can pick it up now because
Yeah, but I
nobody
don't
else is
want
doing
him
it.
to have that choice. I want.
So
I-
you just want him to be a rifler full
no,
time.
I want
not
him.
even secondary.
I want
then.
him to. No, but that's the thing. If he can be flexible, if there is a system. If you already have the system, then let Simple do whatever the fuck he wants. Let him run around, let him buy whatever he wants, let him kill whoever he wants. But if you don't have a system, or if you're relying on more of a rifle-based system, then you don't have that same flexibility, I guess, right?
I think you can definitely make that work.
Liquid make it work, so
yeah,
it's
exactly.
possible.
So why it doesn't necessarily stop Na'Vi from doing it.
But there's a lot of good AWPers you can pick up from the CIS region, right?
I mean, Z-Power, but Jame,
Jame?
but didn't.
Yeah.
Jame time.
Well, so
Jame is
what was
pretty
it? The
insane.
rumored ones were
so good.
Kikert and Sumdai Young, like way
Yeah.
like when Zeus and Edward were still on the team.
Yeah,
Kikert said no. Do you think Jame would say yes? Would say yes?
probably. I can't believe Kickett said no.
I
was
can't
like-
believe he said no.
That was fucking insane.
And they did do better at the major, so
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
I mean, who knows?
Dead, of course.
Out and about. Speaking of being out and about, it's fallen caught with the AWP towards the later stages of this round. Should he stay alive? That's going to be the difference maker here.
He's
from
got another
MIBR.
kill here. I reckon he's got another one.
Marin's being a little snake in the grass as well. Ooh.
Oh!
That helps a lot.
He actually.
That was such a nice ang he found.
Yeah, goes for the duel.
He wins
He
it.
can play on time, yeah. Smart. Oh, no. Why did you peek?
Oh.
Ah. I thought it was just going to play around the box. That would have been so good.
Maybe just a bit of the inexperience there.
Yeah. A little bit too eager.
That's unfortunate.
That should have been a round for MIBR.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Didn't.
But it wasn't. And here we are. 7-3. MIBR has to be pretty upset at themselves at how the game started. Losing those forced buys. Find themselves in this weird economic situation now.
And not winning it out as a T side.
Wow, those odds have swung so hard, man.
Yeah.
It's rough out there.
I really can't wait for this map to be out of the pool. I'm just so...
Mirage?
Like, it's just... Yeah.
It's ran its course, huh?
It's done. I've seen enough of it.
Well, I mean... Do you feel... Well...
Kenny's here.
Ooh.
Get him in.
Hey, where's Jax? Is he
Is
coming?
Jax coming? He's too shy.
What?
That's why you're here.
Yeah. Make him feel welcome, Kenny.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kenny S., one of the greatest Counter-Strike players to ever touch the big green, donning you with his Counter-Strike knowledge.
Also, just like to take this time to say that Jax will be joining us as
Ooh.
well, so we're going to have him
Ooh.
situated
Nice.
right
So,
here.
Yeah, good
we should
luck.
put him
Good
here
luck
so
with
he
that.
can like hear better.
yeah.
When he does join us, we'll whack him on one of these headsets so we can hear him a bit clearer.
You did not have a lot of faith in that?
No. He doesn't speak English, so he's really shy, you know?
Well, that's what we want to see. We want to see.
Yeah, exactly.
test the
I
level.
told him, like, your personality is the fact that you actually don't speak English. That's why you're funny.
Yeah.
So he's doing, like, a mix of French and English, you know?
He seems like a funny guy, like when we get to see him around anyway, right? Like, seems like he has a big personality.
Yeah.
He seems so funny in those Twitter videos.
He's important for the team. Not only because of his game style
He's
or
a
his
troll.
gameplay, but also because he's, always positive, you know?
He fucking loves a good headshot, old Jax, doesn't he?
Chris.
What do you think was the deal with mousesports when you just played him?
Yeah.
You just think you guys just fucking had their number?
Well, I have no clue what happened, to be honest. I feel like we played pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we had a couple of last days. Like yesterday and the beginning of the day has been quite hard. We've been struggling a bit with finding the right consistency. I think we found it against mousesports, but I also think that they didn't find solution.
Yeah,
as I can
that
see.
looked rough. You guys
Yeah.
kept hitting A on Vertigo. What do you think about Vertigo as an opper?
I love the map.
Oh, you love
really?
it?
I love the map. I know it's a really unpopular opinion, but
Yeah.
I
I
love it too, Kenny.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm a big fan.
What's the biggest selling points on the map for you? Like, why do you like it?
because there is a lot of close range fights,
Mm.
and it's really literally like it's in my game style.
It's
And
like
I
fast
like
and
playing
aggressive.
like super
Yeah.
quick.
Quick corners and...
yeah.
Not bad.
What do you think about middle, though? Do you think mid's fine? Do you think they need to change that still?
I think the fact that they open mid a little bit more makes it more tactical.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good thing. So you can split from mid, split A, split B. Even though it's city spawn, you can split from from mid. So yeah, I think the fact that they open it is really good for like tactics.
But you like the door back?
The what?
The door?
The door? I don't know. I don't play here. I think it's
Jax is oftentimes a mid.
yeah. But I think the recent update has been good for like the more like tactical wise, you know.
Sure.
Because I think they didn't finish the map yet. I think it's pretty much like every maps when overpass go out.
Yeah, that was terrible at the start.
Change a lot, you know.
Yeah.
You've always been pretty good at Cash. What map do you want them to remove if Cash gets added?
Well, depends. Literally, like recently, I've been not feeling comfortable on Nuke, so I would say remove Nuke. But it's typical like individual feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Because overall, Nuke has been one of my best map.
Yeah.
But I think that Mirage might be the map that will be knocked out from the pool.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that it's probably like the oldest one.
Yeah.
And I think Train is shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
What don't you like about Train?
Finally.
No, I think it's okay. I mean, it's every maps on CS:GO are pretty like entertaining in some ways, but compared to the 1.6 Train we used to play, it's really like not the same.
You weren't even a 1.6 player. You were a Source player.
Yeah, but he had.
Oh, I played Source 1 here. I got Pro and. That's all. I played 1.6, 1.5 my whole life, pretty much. Not playing as serious as I played for Source, but I literally learned to play Hope or to play overall on 1.6.
You had to be so young.
Yeah,
Dude, he was young when he went pro as well.
Yeah.
Like he was a little kid.
I was 15, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Jesus.
wild.
Yeah, people think I'm 30 now, but I'm actually 24.
That's the thing, right? You've been here since the beginning of CSGO, and a lot of people don't realize that how young you were at the time, right? It's the same with like Frozen now, for example. He's just a kid.
Well, I mean, you say he's a kid, but like at that point, when Kenny was 17, he'd already been in the game and been at the top for like so long.
Yeah, the
like
good
you
thing
and
is that
MBK.
the good thing is that literally my first team has been not my first team, but like my second team was Fair Games, which was the best team in the world already. So I had.
How did you get that invite?
Niak, literally Niak. I was playing with French tops on Member, you know, TeamSpeak, like ancestors of TeamSpeak, and everyone thought I was cheating. I was playing with against Sharks, and you know, like we were doing 5-5.
Yeah.
Because back then we were really bored and we were playing a lot, which we still do, by the way. But it was really different times, not as serious and professional as today. So we are taking a lot of times outside of the game to play with each other. Time we don't have anymore. And I was pretty new, and I knew a guy on TeamSpeak that brought me. He wanted to ban me after 1 or 2 games, to be honest. That guy who brought me, he said, "No, bro, I'm sorry. I brought him, but I think he's cheating." And Happy
Wait,
was...
who's the guy who wanted to brought you in?
Name him, Kenny.
Yeah.
You don't know him.
Is it like an old school guy? It's not like Flexer or something.
No. Flexer, you know. But it was a pretty random guy, to be honest. Like sub-top back then, you know.
Okay, gotcha.
And Happy was one of the boss of the member, so it was the one who was saying like, "No, we don't ban him." And I got banned a couple of times, and Happy unbanned me. Shocks banned me a couple of times. And then Nyak wasn't the member back then, my current manager, and he was the boss of the scene, the manager of Very Games. So he actually gave me the benefit of the doubt. I played my first event with really big players, which makes me really lucky. I won the event. I was not super good, but I also showed that I was not cheating, which was the point. And after like try out with Very Games without playing a single event, they said too much inexperience. Then I had my own team for a while. I played a couple of events. Then they kicked MK for stealing a computer.
Bringing it all back. That's a Copenhagen
I
game
remember
story.
that man. Why would he steal a computer?
That.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, I totally
I think back then it was a bit dumb, I would say. And knowing Very Games how professional it was back then. I mean, it was not professional game. I mean,
what was the other good French team at the time? Something Dragons?
TT Dragons.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Well, no, even before that, you had you had the old Very Games lineup, which was Regnam. And that's when you had the Epsilon team, or Red Line.
Well, I was not born at this time, bro. Literally. Like, I know it because I played with those players, but I was not even watching competitive, you know.
That's back when Malik was still playing, in creative.
He was 30 years old already.
TT Dragons, Malik, Shocks, Uzi, Scream, Smiths?
Yep.
There we go. Power of the internet, isn't it great?
Yeah, we didn't have like much opponents back then. We had like the Danish with Once.
Oh god, he was so good.
Yeah, online he was good, indeed.
He did wreck you a couple of times online as well.
What was
no, bro, he never beat me, literally.
Once?
Once.
Oh, that guy was insane.
Yeah. Danish player, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but back then Danish were really known for being onliners.
That's really like as bad as the Germans back
Things
then.
changed, but
it's so much different now in CS, right? Like with FPL and like anti-cheats, people don't really get called onliners anymore.
Here's a question while we're talking about cheating. Kaylee, did he do it?
Quickly.
Is he guilty? What do you think?
well, first of all, back in the days we had no clue he was cheating, obviously. Just to make it clear.
Oh no, I wasn't asking if you knew he was at the time. I was just asking if you think he was
guilty,
in hindsight.
Actually, like when he got banned, we were in bootcamp.
Yeah.
And well, he left the day after, obviously, or the same evening, I guess.
Yeah.
It was after SMN ban.
Yeah.
The first wave, and he was kept doing jokes about it, like, Kenny, you're gonna get banned with us. We're gonna get banned together, because back then, like, CS was super easy for me, you know.
Yeah.
Time change. And like he arrived at the bootcamp, he got banned, and we were like, no, it's a mistake. That's not possible.
Sure.
And at some point, we started watching like VOD from like tournaments he played, and every time the score was getting tight or there was a tight situation, he was doing something insane.
Oh, Jax is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, guys. Of course.
We're gonna go to a quick break. We're gonna do a quick ad break, and then when we come back, we'll have Jax here. All right, everybody. So we're back in a second.
For me, Speak slowly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Gotcha.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back. Scoreline 10-5. Don't know how much attention you're paying there, but MIBR in the early stages, they lost the Force by battle, and that's kind of how we ended up in this position. We do have Kenny just joining us. He just ran outside. He's going to be whacking that headset on in a moment. We've got Sean motherfucking Gares and
Indeed, and we
Hannibal
have Jax
Vendetta.
coming right
And
now.
Jax, the man that you've all been waiting to hear from, he's rocking up. So he's putting the headset on. He's whacking it on. He's got the headset on.
Hello, boys.
There we go. Hello, Jax.
Give me the baby.
Hello.
It's my baby.
Okay.
You should
So-
dance with it on cam later.
Bro, he's dancing super well.
Yeah.
We're gonna see
that's
how this.
insane.
We're gonna see how this goes.
Have you seen Jax
Every
dance
time he's
before?
dancing around people get out Snapchat.
Yeah,
Snapchat.
I've heard.
No, he danced on the way to the couch like a second ago. You didn't see it?
I didn't see it now.
He needs songs though.
You
I
want
can
the-
literally-
Okay.
Do you want a demo?
Yeah.
After.
Oh, sweet.
After party.
So-
Wait, have
After
you
party.
actually like danced or like taken lessons?
No.
He's in
Only,
his vlog.
I dance only on my salons, with my girlfriend,
Oh.
and I kiff
I
the good
kiff.
vibes.
Kiff means enjoy in French. Like,
My
yeah.
best friend is a good dancer, and he dance for the passions, and me I dance for the pleasure.
Oh.
Ah, nice.
Thank you.
yeah, he gets super sweaty afterwards, but
Worth
it's
it.
alright. Worth it. Totally worth it.
So, Jax,
Totally worth it.
how have the English lessons been going?
Much better than yesterday.
Okay.
my level, but it's not enough to play in an international team.
Okay.
Okay.
Better than
You
yesterday.
getting there?
Better than yesterday. Worse than tomorrow.
Exactly.
What did
Exactly, my
Jax
friend.
say when you guys came to him and were like, we're going to have an international English-speaking team?
Oh my god.
He's like, is this some kind of joke?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And at the beginning, he was not able to communicate properly, And now it's okay, literally okay, and he understands
Yeah,
everything
in game it's okay, but comment dire game?
outside of the game.
Outside of the game, my roommate is Hunter, and sometimes I want to talk with him,
Yeah.
but it's difficult to have a real conversation, And voilà.
That's the Franglish I was talking about,
Yeah. Always, but I try to get better.
Do you feel like it? Do you feel like it
working.
helps having people speak English around you all the time?
Yeah, but with Hunter and Nexa now it's okay. But before is I never go in a real immersion with all American or English guy,
Yeah, he's
okay.
running away, like
Yeah.
when they speak English, run away.
To be fair, that's like very typical for French CS players. Like I remember way back when were you at the first Experience LAN in Denmark?
No, I was not born. I told you that.
Okay, no, it's like, this is 2007, so I have to check. Kenny's still very young.
Yeah, even though like at the beginning of CS:GO, like the very game lineup, like except NBK, no one was speaking English.
Exactly.
Thanks
yeah.
to Get Right, mostly Get Right,
Yeah.
because we are super close to NIP back then.
Mm.
I mean,
It was pretty much you two winning tournaments, so
Yeah.
it was understandable.
well, especially them and us being runner up, but
Well, you turned it around a couple of times.
yeah, when they kicked me.
Still counts. No, but it's just remember, like, all French players that I've played against
we are
for the
very
longest
bad in
time that just
English.
kind of kept to themselves
Yeah.
for the longest times. But it's cool to see that you guys are
But look at us
branching out.
now.
Yeah, exactly. On the couch.
So, Jax, do you have a favorite English saying?
Saying, what is saying?
Un
Song,
truc.
song.
Non. Un truc que tu kiffes dire en anglais.
Catch it.
Catch it.
Because it's no, I don't know, bro, because my vocabulary is not
That great.
that great, so I try to. It's always the same words. Always. I not.
Throws a flash. He's like, hey, Kenny, catch it. Catch it, bud. Oh, full white? My bad.
Bro, that was catch it. Catch it strat. Okay,
So-
and we are supposed to cast that game now?
Well,
Yeah,
we
maybe.
can. We got
Yeah.
you guys.
Do you wanna
here,
do
so
play-by-play,
you can do whatever
Kenny?
you want.
Bro, like literally, I'm comfortable talking on the couch, but
Yeah.
casting a game is way different.
Way
Wait.
different.
Give it a
lot
go.
of-
Chad, you
Yeah.
don't cast game.
No, I
Yeah.
sometimes I cast.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like the color commentator.
Yeah, I heard in Hodens that sometimes you make an apparition, like on the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty sick. The
got-
production is getting much better.
We
with
got
time.
the technology.
the smoke. Well,
There we go. This is
Oh,
it.
Fair got
Oh my
denied. Robs,
bad.
Mayan. The guy doesn't know what to
nice
say.
shot to my hands. Wouh, it takes in
Whoa,
space.
Robs, what a kill! We didn't see.
Même en français, j'arrive pas à le faire.
Even in French, it's super hard to be honest. Like,
You guys
Lambert,
didn't go
donne-moi des
Rob's way
conseils.
ever.
Hmm?
On either map, you guys
Oh, yeah, you-
never went to Rob's.
That was like bullying.
Because
honestly.
he played B on Vertigo and he played B on Dust 2. And you guys went B a couple times on Dust 2?
It was like the
Like
first
the first
buy
go
round where they
round?
have no
Yeah.
utility or
They just
anything. Just
full
like
rush
full
him.
rush him.
Oof.
well, that was not on purpose, to be honest.
It felt like it.
It looked
No.
like it.
It's like so
Why?
mean.
Why would we avoid
Yeah.
the ropes, to be honest?
No. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Shots fired.
Okay.
No, it's good. It's super good. But they are good. No?
Yeah, no, it's like it makes sense that you kind of go to the spots that work out for you. But it just felt like you were kind of avoiding him.
You know, that's just like how the game feels, you know?
Yeah.
If we felt like we had to go B, we would have gone B. But
Let's go B.
felt
Yeah,
like
they didn't really stop you on A at any point, did they?
No. Indeed.
I mean, just-
What's your guys' best map in practice? And is it your best map
In
Those
Mirage. Mirage.
oh,
The best map?
oh.
Mirage.
in
Mirage.
practice?
Yeah, Mirage. Bro, I'm a real girl. I tell the truth.
The
I
truth.
told
yeah.
the truth.
I don't think the French have ever been good at Mirage.
What?
Well, they had
That's
the
damn
3
right.
weeks when Apex was falling, right?
Shocks is good on Mirage, no? Shocks.
Yeah,
Sure.
bro,
Very
like we
good.
never played Mirage
He
back then
loves this
because
map.
Shox was like, I'm lost on Mirage.
I'm lost.
Bro, learn to play it. I'm lost on Mirage. Okay, bro.
How do you
There's
how do
nothing
you get
we
lost?
can-
It's like that's not like not knowing how to play Dust 2. Like not knowing how to
No,
play
but
Mirage.
it-
Like everybody plays Mirage.
Yeah,
So-
I agree.
Here's the thing: Shox even lost to me at a major on Mirage. So
Maybe
that
actually that's
really-
why.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
why
gonna lie. The
French-
Austrian team with Sponge, they were like, I remember playing Colo in
Here we go.
2014,
Here
Nuke against Vox Semino.
Oh,
Bro,
he
I was
owned us.
outside. No smokes, no flash.
Okay.
Easy kill.
Ladies and gentlemen. ladies-
You were doing game leader?
Oh, God! Oh, no!
Oh, this is really turned for you. This
So
throwback.
There's a lot of props back there. Can someone
Yeah.
bring the casket out? Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and defend the situation here.
All right.
So back then it was randomized map, and
Yeah.
we kind of could only ban 2 maps, and we had to get rid of Overpass, and we had to get rid of Cobble because no one in Australia practiced it. So that left Nuke still in the pool.
All right. So basically,
And-
you couldn't play any maps. Is what I'm
And
getting.
I just want to continue this. And because we were the low seed, the high seed got to pick the side. So they just got to pick CT side on Nuke. And then, yeah, Kenny destroyed us. It wasn't much fun.
You want the fun part? Is that the game afterwards we played Dignitas and we actually had the same issue. we started
that's
T
right,
side on
yeah, you guys
Nuke
got
and we
wrecked.
got wrecked 16-1.
Oh, that's the
right.
one. Yeah, where Fetish was like opping out in yard.
It was super good.
It was a wild time.
Yeah,
Which
we
tournament was
lost. That was 16-1.
That was Cologne?
Yep.
That was the one we beat you guys on Dust 2?
Bringing up all the good memories here.
I think so.
Wait. What was the first game?
Because you guys...
Yeah, I
it wa-
think so. Yeah. Overtime. Lot of
Yeah.
overtime. Yeah. No, did we won? No, we lost.
No, you lost.
So in that game,
Yeah.
Kenny,
That
against
game was
us,
insane.
Yeah.
That group
you
was
had
crazy.
26 kills
Yeah.
and 6 deaths.
Thanks.
I had 4 kills.
How many deaths?
15. I
right.
survived
How
one
many
round.
times did I kill you, bro?
That's a good question. Let's see if
Oh,
the
the Kill
Matrix
Matrix.
works.
Matrix?
Did
Yeah.
Kill Matrix out back then?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was around back
We can
then.
make up a number, like 14 times. Sounds about good. 14 out of the 15
Kenny,
deaths.
You killed me only 6 times. I killed you
Oh,
twice.
no.
Yeah, he was the lurker, bro. He was the lurker lobby. He was the guy throwing nades
Me?
on the roof.
Oh.
On the roof.
I'm
because
entry
no
fragging.
one ever saw nades on this map.
Yeah,
against them.
true.
It's okay. It's okay, Chad.
I wasn't the lowest rated player in the server. Top Gun had a 0.1 rating.
0.1. Damn.
Top Gun's a nice guy. Why are you going to do that to him?
Well-
yeah.
He's not even here to defend
We're
himself.
not talking shit about the good guys.
just Chad.
No, Chad. You know we friends with Chad. It's
Ouais,
okay.
ouais.
We're allowed to talk shit about Chad.
Yeah, it's okay. As long as
On est là. Je parle pas flac, tu sais. I don't have history me because I'm playing for BG News at this time, you know. I'm professional than 1 year ago. Lourd.
and he's 27. Jax is 27.
Yeah, I was
why-
about to say,
yeah,
how did
Maybe
you?
I'm
How did you go
Stay
fly
under-
under the radar for so long?
what? Sorry.
How did no one recognize you for so long? Why were you not on a top
Actually,
team?
I don't
people
know
did.
because I don't know.
Uh,
Enfin,
Yeah, people did. Ladies and gentlemen, technical problem. It's okay.
Yeah,
Voice is back.
Yeah. At the beginning of CS:GO, I have a proposition of Apex, but I don't know who, because he come from CS source and I come from CS 1.6. And I love to play with my friends, and I say no, sorry bro, I don't know you. I play with my brate, you know. And after I play with my friends, I play sweep top, and I have two propositions of LDLC with Existence, but same shit. I play. Comment dit je crois? I believe in my project, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So loyalty is important.
Sometimes
it
that
leads you
change?
to bad decisions, but
You used to have loyalty.
Yeah.
Threw it out the window.
Yeah.
So, who were the 1.6 French players you played with?
Revs.
Okay,
REVZ.
Okay.
DKG. Skal. Score.
There were some really bad 1.6 French
I
players.
did, bro.
No way, we are top 5 in
Like
France.
Ra,
Wait, so-
Ra was really bad.
We
RA.
play EPL on the
I'm
ESL.
trying to remember who those
Geno.
Genocide. Do you remember Genocide?
Genocide, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
With Sixer and Major and
did you ever play
Dino.
with? Did you ever play with Ferg?
with who?
Ferg. So Ferg.
Ferg is the Austrian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
lived
know.
in
He played
France.
for AAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
So-
have a poster of Ferg
Oh.
in my toilets.
That AAA
So
movie back in the day was
did you-
epic.
Oh, the
Hostile
one with
Records?
with Cabal and everything.
Yeah, the
that's one. Of,
Scouter.
that's actually one of the
Yes.
legendary ones.
Scout God.
yeah, against bots.
Cabal.
But that video was sick, literally.
That
Yeah.
is super.
I have two videos in my mind. My favorite is literally SK Believe,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
a
best
good one.
and the AA Flag Collection
Yeah.
2002.
That
Like, it's
movie's
just like the
so
scene-
old school. I totally forgot about
You know that the scene in that movie where it's Dust 2, they're playing A site. You have one guy just running down slope and the other guy crossing over.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah,
you
and
yeah.
you
feel
see
like-
on Fairview and
no, it's
Yeah.
on Fairview.
It's on the Aztec, no?
No,
When
no.
they come.
No, it's like
Yeah,
they are two
okay,
before or
okay,
something,
sorry.
and
Yeah.
they are like you
They
see from
swap.
above, you know, and you see like team play,
Yeah,
so
it's
sick,
Aztec, bro.
and you have this song.
Oh, Dust 2 as well.
Let's say, maybe. Yeah.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
That's still like one of the favorites, like sequences in a frag
Marek,
movie.
Yeah, me too.
Urdo,
and Marek
Kiel,
on
Cabal,
main as well.
Oh,
Bex,
yeah.
and Ronan.
Man, yeah.
Kyo.
For
Kyo.
everyone at home who has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
AAA Against All Authority. Look it up on YouTube. It's a great movie.
Promise it won't
Yeah.
hold up.
And then watch SK Believe.
The best movie on 1.6 is I don't know if you know, it's The Art Clan. It's
Art.
American team.
Oh,
maybe-
Hard Clan.
Hard Clan.
Oh, Hard Clan.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh.
The movie
With the music and
Yeah.
everything. Oh.
was
And
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
like-
back then
was-
the movies
that
were
was
made
well
like the
synced.
music on movies were sick back then.
Yeah, they like synced the music.
Oh.
No, you just have the cast voice,
All right, guys.
I'd have to listen to that again.
which is also great.
Oh.
We need to focus on the last round of the game.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
This is the
Oh,
only-
15-7. What
Yeah.
happened?
This is the only round we need to focus on. This is how I normally do my
Yeah.
job. So, you want to give us some play-by-play casting, Kenny?
Yeah, sure.
All right, hit us.
Okay, so mousespot has been denied by smokes, so they're gonna wait, which makes sense. They're gonna play slow.
What a caster.
Bro, literally, I don't know to entertain people with my casting. Maybe when there is a kill, I can, you know.
Okay, you're gonna warm up
I
into
can
it.
react.
He
I
wants
can
the
react
he
to
wants the
kills.
color cast.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, so
Yeah,
right now
go ahead.
you'd just be building up. All right, there's default spread right now across the map here. We can see
Connect
the
your
bomb over
smoke.
towards the B apartments now. Is 1 minute left on the clock here. Mousesports will be making some progression up catwalk. Smokes
So we'll
to obscure vision, and well, now the hit will come on in. 50
Oh my
seconds
God!
Left and the
Taco
kill
with
comes
the kill.
on in as two big frags for MIBR. They're stabilizing here, backs against the wall, but B is where the
Then
action
it's
is
a B
forward.
ending, and I think MIBR is not in good situation, and yeah, Foden got a kill
Frozen.
from Frozen and Frozen double kill on KNJ. What happened? what just happened? I was not sure if I can say the bad
No,
word. You
that,
know?
you can swear.
And it's over.
That was it.
There we
That was
go.
great.
Wonderful job.
Well played, guys.
So Mousesports bouncing back from getting destroyed by G2.
Yeah,
Only getting
that makes you
5
guys
rounds.
look real good.
You guys are the favorites in this tournament. I said that to Malik
Yeah.
on day one.
Oh Jesus! Don't put pressure on. Oh Jesus!
Wait, you guys are pretty much confirmed for the playoffs, right? Because there's
Yeah,
only two
yeah.
teams that go out. You guys
Yeah.
are 6 and 2, so I think you're safe.
They're close to actually
We are
being guaranteed the
second of
number
the
1
playoff
seed.
now.
Yeah.
You should be because
It's
you
a 3 team or 4 first team?
4.
4.
Oh, because you need
Yeah,
semi-final.
semi-finals,
you know,
exactly,
you need 4 teams.
exactly. Hello. No.
Let's see. Jackson.
Congratulations.
There we go. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
All right, as you can see, we've got quite the group of people here.
Yeah.
Jax has
Jax,
Jax, can you
dance. This is the dance.
Wait.
Jax,
Oh,
you
right,
do the
yeah.
dancing
Some
for us?
dance.
Music.
Oh yeah, can we get some stream
Uh,
music? Oh, look at that. He's got hits.
Yes.
I think you're gonna get banned from Twitch now.
No.
That hip gyration.
No, he's holding on to the baby, so everything's safe. Everything's fine. Everything's
Calm
good.
down now.
So, what with you guys right now? Like, what is your focus going into next year? This is the last event after the Malta event, right?
Yep, indeed.
Can you speak first, please?
Okay.
So our focus has been basically, preparing the next year all the time. That's why we are attending so many competitions so far, which means no lot of time off, which is really exhausting. But yeah, we put a lot of work, and that's pretty much to focus on the next year. And I think regarding what's gonna happen on next year, like our staff management is doing a great job for that. So we trust them, and we have no clue about what's happening yet, because we obviously focus on now and the next tournament. But I think everything we've done so far since we changed the lineup, because we actually changed lineup on mid-season, which is definitely not easy, especially that it's been a big change with the language. We've been trying to build something so far, and we're pretty satisfied about the work, even though we wished we could have done better in Odense, for example. I think we're gonna need that break really a lot. All of us, I think we need that break.
Soon, bro. Soon.
And everything we've done is to prepare next year. So
Okay, you guys
I
want?
think exactly the same. Yeah.
Do you guys want to hang around for the next map as well?
yeah, it's pretty fun. It's
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to throw to a break. We're going to come back, and then we'll get you guys to say something nice about your coach, Malik, before we get into map number 2. How's that sound?
Yeah, we can
Oh,
try.
he likes that.
All right, good. All right, we'll go to a break. We'll be back in a minute.